Hey guys, welcome back. Something that you may not know about me is that I haven't used an iPad, an actual iPad, since the original iPad, and that was the last iPad device I've owned. Recently, Verizon reached out to me to see if I wanted to check out the iPad Pro 9.7 inch. I have it here, so I figured why not? Let's go ahead and check it out and see how this works, especially since this is an LTE model. So we're going to do a quick unboxing and an initial thoughts of the iPad Pro 9.7 Verizon edition. The box is very simple as far as design. What we have here essentially is just a side view of the iPad Pro showing us the camera bump. I'm not sure why they're making it there, and of course the volume rocker, but I think it's just wanting us to know that this is a very thin, powerful device. On the side we just have iPad Pro again, nothing on the other side. On the bottom we have just information. Of course this is a demo unit for review from Verizon. So the main benefit here of course is that I'm going to have this for some time to be able to give you guys my opinion. And here we are, the main star of the show. It's still wrapped, so we'll go ahead and check it out real quick. Has a nice weight to it. Has a very nice fit. You notice here, this is the silver version. It's a 32 gig model. We do have obviously the same specs that we have in the larger size iPad Pro, but this is shrunk down slightly to be a 9.7 form factor. We have 2 gigs of RAM as opposed to the 4 gigs of RAM, which we normally have in this bigger size. And I'm assuming it's mostly because of the amount of information they wanted to manage the size and the availability of hardware here. We have 4 speakers to be able to give us a really good experience using the media, playback here. But the main benefit, of course, here is we also have one technology that's not in the new one, or at least the bigger version of the iPad Pro, and that's True Tone display. And we'll get a chance to check that out. Let's go ahead and check out real quick what's in the box. We do have the USB Type-A to Lightning connector, standard cable. We do have a standard Apple charger. This is a 10-watt USB wall charger. We use it to be able to charge our unit. Last but not least, of course, we just have an information packet. We have a SIM removal tool. This is an LTE. It has a pre-installed SIM card from Verizon, so we'll be able to check that out as well. Some Apple stickers, of course, warranty or iPad information, of course, just kind of a quick information here. We do have Touch ID on this, so we'll be able to check that out as well, which is something very nice to have on the tablet. At least it makes it more consistent while using it with my iPhone. Opening it up, we'll go ahead and take out the plastic. Oh, yes. And we'll take it out of its casing. Very nice. Here we have the display. It's a 9.7 inch display, again smaller than the standard size that we normally use for the iPad Pro, which I think is almost like over 12 inches. Makes it very massive, very non-portable in my opinion. We have a front-facing camera for obviously for FaceTime and selfies. We do have the 9.7 inch display, Touch ID here, which is a button, so you can press and hold. On the left side, we have the smart connector to be able to connect it to the keyboard dock or any other peripherals that use it, and it does actually pass power, so it will power the accessories that it's connected to. On the right side, volume rocker, SIM tray, as well as a microphone. On the top, we have the power button, the antennas here for the LTE. This is the LTE model, and we also have a 3.5mm headphone jack on the side. And again, I already covered here. On the bottom, we have 2 of the 4 speakers. There's 2 speakers at the bottom, 2 speakers at the, on the top here, and gives us the ability to go stereo. And the main benefit, of course, other than the fact that we have a lightning connector here, is that these speakers will adjust depending on where you are. So if I'm holding the display sideways, the top speakers will play the highs and the bottom ones will play the lows, and giving it a much better experience, of course, for right and left. But if I switch the display, it will do the exact same thing, switching it over. Highs will be on top, right and left, and then you have the bottom ones will play the mids and lows. So very nice experience there. And of course on the back, all we have here is just an Apple logo, iPad, just the FCC information. The camera, we do have an LED flash now, which is very nice, and a microphone for back-facing, so you can get audio from the video that you're trying to do in the back. Let's go ahead and power it on for the first time. And here we are, it's booting up. Now, one thing, yeah, so interesting, and I'm not sure if this is just my table. Let's see here. It does have a little bit of a wobble, and I'm hoping this is just my table. I'll have to double check. So it did boot up pretty quickly, actually. So let's go ahead and one more time. I did see the home screen, but I'm not, oh, here it is. So we'll swipe to the right, and it's already pre-turned on and set up for us. Again, this is a demo unit that I received from Verizon. It is connected directly to Verizon's online service, so let's go ahead and see if we can power it up. We'll go back. We don't have it. We'll go to Google right away. I do see that I have LTE connection here, so we're just going to say, Let's just look up TK Bay. See who comes up. Okay, so apparently TK's restaurant. I have a restaurant somewhere and it's, oh, I see what it is. So it's on this on Bay Street in Texas. One thing I wanted to show you guys here is when we go into display, we have the ability here to turn on True Tone, which is something that we normally don't have. You notice I'm going to put the device here. I'm going to take the iPhone away. If we just focus on the fact that I have two bright lights in this room, so when I turn it on, it darkens the tone becomes a little bit warmer, much easier to read. And I can show it to you right away. When I turn it off, you can see the color change right away. It's very, very obvious that it's there. Of course, we have auto brightness turned on. I do have night shift installed, and if I don't have to, I can set it up if I want to. Overall, I'm going to do a quick backup on this, be using it for a few days. What I wanted to check real quick was just media playback. So let's just go to, I want to see how the audio sounds on this. We'll go to YouTube. Wow. I really have to say, wow. Overall, I have to say the sound out of this is amazing. I can't explain it, but it almost sounds like I have boom sound on this. I don't want to really compare it directly to the HTC 10, but the sound is very nice. You can feel the tablet actually, vibrating with the bass on it. It feels really good in the hand. I like the fact that it's connected. I don't have to worry about connecting it to my, my network or worrying about that. The camera, of course, is intended to be a good one. So when I access, okay, we don't really want to put location here. We have the ability of going with video, slow-mo, time-lapse, of course, is built in directly. Slow-mo, I think we have the ability of changing and shifting the actual configuration. We'll go over here. Let's go ahead and switch to the camera. Let's see. Yep. How you guys doing? We'll switch back. And of course, we have the ability of using the live photo option here. It doesn't have Force Touch, but in the preview, if you press and hold or press the actual picture, it will show it to you. We do have FaceTime, standard application suite. Of course, the App Store, I do need to log in to be able to start doing a restore here from my account using it from the iPhone. Very nice, feels really, really good. So from a form factor and just initial thoughts of this, very, very nice. The implementation is very good. The weight is not bad. I feel it looks very, very nice. It's very thin, almost as thin as my iPhone. But the main benefit, of course, here is that we have a much more powerful processor. It's not as fast as the iPad Pro 12.1. I think it's clocked at 2.16 gigahertz, and it has only 2 gigs of RAM. So you're getting a little bit slower processing, but you really won't notice it on a day-to-day activity. I'm going to obviously put this through the test. I want to be able to do editing. I want to be able to, gaming, everything, to really get the best experience off of this. But the main benefit, of course, is this is a connected LTE tablet. So I'm going to have network access everywhere LTE is connected, especially through Verizon. Sorry for the white balancing here. This is silver, it's shining, and as much as my camera will try to adjust to it. I'm definitely going to be experiencing the best benefit of this is that I can walk out of the house and not have to worry about this. I can use this for navigation if I want to. I can use this outdoors without having to worry about connectivity. That's one of the main benefits of getting an LTE connected tablet. And having it on Verizon, of course, is an icing on the cake because you do have the access everywhere you want to go and not have to worry about, not connecting. Speeds, we'll have to test that out. We'll see how that goes. Overall, very excited to check it out. Thank you to Verizon for allowing me to be able to review this device. If you have any questions specifically regarding the iPad Pro, please let me know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you for the support. Like and subscribe as usual, and I will see you guys very soon with my thoughts on exactly how this thing holds up. I don't know. We'll see if this is going to make me switch over from an Android tablet back to an iPad. I'll see you guys in the next one. Initial thing, it says let's get started. It says swipe left for widgets, so we'll go ahead and swipe to the left. Front facing camera, fingerprint sensor is at the bottom, and again, this isn't a button, it's